There is such an element of truth when we think about manifesting anything in our lives or in our life, that being is basically the do all and end all of this entire process. If you are the person who has their desire, right, then being that individual, being that identity, naturally gives you the thought process of that person. And that's the coolest thing, because let's think of this as you convince yourself through doing techniques, through doing the inner work, whatever it is that you're doing, your meditations, your visualizations, that's all kind of secondary. If you are the person who has the desire, you don't even have to do affirmations, honestly. Although I stand by affirmations, you don't actively have to do anything. You just be. You just are. Like, you are the person who has the relationship. You are the person who has the 1 million subscribers on YouTube. You are the person who has that fancy house in that fancy location that you've been desperately wanting. You're not desperately wanting it. You're literally that person. And that's how simple this is, right? If I was to say that I'm a teacher, right, or I'm a yoga teacher, every single day I wake up as Bianca, and I know that my job is to teach yoga, okay? I don't wake up and go online and search for a job as a yoga teacher, or show up at the office for ExxonMobil or some big national company, whatever company it is. I know that as a yoga teacher, my role in my reality or in my identity is to show up at my studio and teach what I know, which is my skill set. And that's so natural for me. Imagine that if I was a yoga teacher and I then went to the studio and asked my clients, am I at the right job? Are you sure that I'm here? Because I'm not really sure that this is where I'm supposed to be. Maybe you could lead me in the right direction. I don't actually anymore know that this is what I want to be doing. I think I'm a really bad yoga teacher. Like, if those were my thoughts, then I wouldn't be a yoga teacher. I would be somebody else. I mean, whatever. I don't know who I'd be. But that's what being is. It's literally standing in a conviction and standing in a knowing of who you are. Let me give you another example. I have this transponder here, right? This is for my gym. So every time I get this transponder, it's mine. Like, it's in my car every single day when I want to go to the gym. I just know I'm not doing any kind of technique to get my transponder. I'm not doing this to get this. I'm not asking somebody to find my transponder. I'm not doubting that my transponder for my gym is there, because I literally know it's in my car. You see that doing techniques or doing manifestation is kind of like you're walking towards something to get something, when in actual fact, if you were to be the person right now, if you just decided, I'm gonna, rather than think of my desire, as Neville says, think from my desire, then my thoughts would be in congruence, or would be congruent with congruence would be congruent with, or aligned with, or aligned with who I said and set out to be every single day. That's how simple manifestation is. There's no desperation in knowing. There's no desperation in being. There's no almost questioning, doubting, a wavering in being. Being is a natural state of consciousness. And I think this is the coolest thing when it comes to manifestation or conscious creation, is we get to choose every single day who we are being. When you get to a state, on this journey, we could call it a journey for some of us, right? I believe, and this may be a limiting belief, that manifestation is a journey, because it's a journey that will take you through your life, and it just gets better and better each and every single day. At least for me, I can hands down saying that. But that's the thing I think so many of us fail to do, is we continue to think of our desires. We continue to think that they're somewhere out there, and that's not what this is, right? If, as Neville said, we started to think from our desires. So next time, I urge you, when you're manifesting or you're doing a technique or you're out and about and you catch yourself in your thoughts and you start to think of your desire, I want this thing. Ask yourself in that moment, I do this so often, who would I be if I was the person right now who had this thing? Let me give you guys another example. If I am a YouTuber who has 10,000, 20,000, let's say 1 million followers, Even though my 3D shows that I have 100 followers, I literally wouldn't care because I've decided to step into the identity as the person with 10,000, 20,000, a million followers. So there's no necessity for me to worry about thumbnails, about negative comments, about whether people are watching my videos, how much money I'm earning from YouTube, because it's literally, I've decided to step into this reality, and I'll do this every single day until my goal shows itself in the 3D, because the entire time in this process, on this journey, I was so concerned about my 4D, about my inner world, and about taking that seriously and going all in on becoming and being. And as I said at the beginning of this video, once you step into that reality, once you step into that person, your thoughts will become supernatural, but will become natural. You'll start to think as the person who has the relationship. You'll start to think as the YouTuber who's just focusing on creating the best content. You won't give a shit about where you do your content. If you have a microphone, like for example me, it's like, I know that my content is reaching a certain amount of people, and that's perfect for me. You know what I mean? And if you're somebody who's manifesting an SP, like you would have such a, how would I say, you would have such a level of conviction within yourself and strength, and knowing that my relationship is either here or it's coming towards me, and you wouldn't go sliding into people's DMs. You wouldn't even need to go on online dating unless that's an inspired action that you want to take. You wouldn't be looking for a girlfriend or boyfriend. You would just know that, yeah, they're mine, or they're coming towards me, or I know that I'm going to create the best relationship in my life because I'm creating the best relationship with myself, because our inner creates our outer, right? But that's what it's all about. Being has only ever been supernatural. It's only ever been the easiest thing that we can do. But being requires you to think from rather than of, okay? So if there's one thing that you took away from this video today, it's next time you think of your desire, bring yourself back around and ask, if I was the person in this reality right now, what would I be thinking? What would I be saying? What would I be wearing? What would I be doing? And then you're thinking from your desire, and doing that every single day and persisting in that, well, eventually your manifestation or your desire will show up in your 3D world. That's how this works. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I hope this content, or you resonated with this content, you like this content. If you like this content, of course, don't forget to hit like, share, and of course, subscribe, so we can build this channel up and get all of this content out to as many people as possible. Membership is going on as well. In about an hour, I'm going online again with the 3rd day of the affirmation saturation challenge. There's been an amazing amount of people joining that one. I'm super excited about that. Anybody who wants to sign up for any coaching as well, below, just be aware, guys, there's a little wait list now for any coaching calls. Also, my website, I did write that there's a 2 to 5 day wait normally. There is a space available right now for the 21-day challenge. If you want to do that, that's available as well. Otherwise, you guys know where to find me. We'll see us in the next video. Bye for now. Thank you.